transparent, real people, real stories, real experiences.
Hello guys, welcome to Transparent. My name is Tumini Lodia Meshakat and I'm your host for today. Here on Transparent, we have real people, real stories and real experiences. Today we have two great actors that featured in a short movie titled Smile. I'm going to be interviewing them and getting to know more about this short movie. Stay tuned and watch out. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to Transparent. It's such a great honor to have you guys here with me today.
It's nice to be here.
Wow, welcome John, welcome Favor. How do you guys feel today?
I feel great.
Not bad.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, so you both featured in the short movie Smile, yeah?
Yeah.
I watched it and I had like goosebumps all over me. Like, what can you say? What was your experience, shooting such, an intense, role, having to play such an intense role?
Well, it was actually intense, like you said, because having to bring out like that part of being a victim in a domestic violence kind of relationship or such it wasn't easy, but then we just had to portray it to be able to pass a message across to the viewers and to be able to enlighten women, most especially, on what to do when you find yourself in such kind of situation.
I must say I felt enlightened. Mr. John, you are the one who played the abusive partner. How does this differ from your person? How does that character differ from John?
Actually, when the movie first came out, a lot of people who knew me, I got a lot of texts and calls from people. And when I meet them, they say, "Why are you so wicked?"
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But a lot of people who really know me, they can tell you that that's not who I am. It's just a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a movie, and it was also a shocking role for me. But I was able to play it, and it's just a lesson to people and to me too.
Okay. So why did you feel like, why was the movie titled Smile? Because I felt like it was kind of contradictory to have the movie name as Smile. So
Yeah.
why?
When you look at the movie, you would see the victim. She always smiles. She always smiles at the movie. But the major message for the movie is how to speak up if you find yourself in. Don't just smile all the time. You have to speak up. When you are in tears, when you find yourself in such situation, you don't need to cover it up all the time with smiles. So you can talk to people close to you, you can talk to your friends, to your family members who can assist you, who can give you advice,
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that's the reason why we named it Smile, because the victim there was always smiling if you look at it.
I'm sorry, it seems like you got the cold.
Yeah, actually
Anyway, so how can you say, like, you guys had such a great chemistry on set? Like, it actually felt like you guys were in such a very, good relationship and as well toxic. How did you guys prepare for it outside of set? Like, did you guys have to practice? And what did you guys have to do to have such great chemistry on set?
Well, before even getting to know that we were going to play such roles, we were already friends. But we were not so close friends, but then having to play that role brought us together. It made us close. It made us get to understand one another and how to cooperate with one another even on set. So, we're good friends and that's where it is. Yeah.
So why should people watch Smile? What's your message out there to people? Why should they watch Smile?
Smile is basically a movie to enlighten people. Not only for women, but men as well. Because, domestic violence is not just limited to women. Some men are in relationships and they are being violated. So people have to watch it because you need to be enlightened. You need to know when to speak up. You need to know when there's a limit. You don't have to claim that there is love when there is violence, because I don't think they go together. So women out there, men out there, everyone, young people, old people, you have to watch it to be enlightened, to be able to know when you're getting to your breaking point, because you shouldn't get to your breaking point in a relationship.
Are there signs, like right now we're trying to educate people on, domestic violence. Are there signs, should ladies and men look out for signs in a relationship to know that my partner is someone that could be abusive? What are those signs that, people should pick up?
If you find yourself in a relationship, sometimes some relationships are always starting with love and care, kindness.
I think most times.
So at a point you would see your partner begin to change, So when you find your partner being different from the person who he or she used to be, what you need to do is you need to pay more attention and know if there is anything that triggers that. So you have to set yourself. If you set yourself and you see you are not the one at fault, so you need to know how to go about it. You need to try to reach out to people. You don't need to keep it to yourself alone. You need to reach out to people to let people know what's going on, So some people, they would say, okay, I can handle it. You cannot handle it. Sometimes you trying to handle it, you find yourself gone completely. So I would say you have to talk to people, like maybe someone who respects, who the partner respects. You have to talk to them. Yeah, they would come in and talk to him. Sometimes you can talk to the person and the person changes for real. But sometimes they talk to him or her at a point, he will change. When after some days or time, the person turns back to the real monster he or she used to be. So the thing there is, someone could really change and someone could really continue to be who she or he is.
Thank you so much, John. I feel like no one actually intentionally goes into an abusive relationship. We just tend to give excuses, like you said, because those signs will always be there. For example, if he just gets angry over every little thing, and if he wants to control your life. And there was something else I picked up in the movie. Abuse is not only physical, because I could see that there were some parts that he was, the character was raising his voice and really shaking you and stuff like that. I must commend you guys on your work. That was such, for you to act a role that you are not, I must commend you guys. Thank you so much for coming on Transparent. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. Here on Transparent, we have real people, real stories, and real experiences. All our social media platforms are down below. Please don't fail to reach us. If you're a victim of domestic violence, please do not keep quiet. Speak up. Thank you guys so much. It's such an honor to have you guys. See you guys next week, same time, same place. Bye.